folks, welcome to kind of the forge. Shooting this one at work again. This is the third attempt at this one. I keep having issues every time I try it. I think I finally got everything set, so bear with me. Today we're taking a look at the final deluxe in the Power of the Primes Wave 1, and that is DREADWIND. Boom. I can honestly say this. I was not going to pick him up. I went and I picked up Slag and Swoop first off, just, absolutely had to have them. And I kept going back in and seeing him and just kept thinking, yeah, he's cool, but, I don't really think I want him. And every time I went in there, he just grew on me more and more, so I ended up picking him up. Such is life. So we're gonna take a little bit closer look at him. I'm trying to keep him completely in frame here. Has incredibly nice molded detailing and amazing paint apps. They did a great job painting the Decepticon symbol on. Come underneath and robot, and there's good little missile detailings molded right there. A little Decepticon insignia, which will be his chest. Yeah, oh no, he's really good. He's a very basic plane. Basically what he is he's an excessively detailed remold of the Combiner Wars Skydive. I will not be getting the Voyager Starscream of this wave just because I don't like how it looks. I'm not a big Starscream fan anyway. I'll probably pick the mold up when it comes out as Elita 1. But in Wave 2, we are getting Darkwing, who has been redubbed Blackwing now. And as far as I know, they are bringing back the gimmick of the late G. I think he was originally released in '88, where they can combine together. You had DREADWIND and Darkwing, and they became DREADWING. As far as I know, they're carrying that gimmick over, so I'm very excited about that. But yeah, he is a pretty awesome little jet, all things considered. He is, yeah, I can't really say much better about him. He's just good. He's fun. Comes with the accessories that we expect, of course. We have his prime armor, which is actually painted to match him, unlike everybody else's. So, best way to store that is you just peg it in on the top, and it doesn't look pretty, doesn't look right, but it looks better than it has so far. So yeah, I'm kind of thrilled with that, actually. You also have his gun here, which you can peg into the ports on the side of his arms or on the bottom of his wing, or if you want to get creative. I can't even call that creative, just like nyah, haha, kind of, sort of. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, he's pretty good. I don't really have any complaints about him. He does have, I didn't remember to bring his card. I got the Liege Maximo DREADWIND. So, Liege Maximo, here he is with Prime Master. And of course, here he is with the Skullgrin. Righteous. Anyway. So, oh yeah. Did I do that already? I don't think I did. Here he is with Slag, the Triceratops. There you go. So, I'm going to get into his transformation real quick. And like I said, he is a remold of Skydive, and fairly significant retool. So, his transformation is pretty basic, except his wings are a lot different. So, best way to transform him that I've figured out so far is you grab his wing bits right here. His wings are attached to this piece, but this piece pegs in right there. So you do that, and you open up both of his legs like that. Just set like that. And these tabs right here in vehicle mode tab into his arms right there. Not super secure, but they tab in. So then you take his shoulders here are on these rocker hinges, so you just bring them up like that, and they tab into place, soft tabs. So you do that on both sides. And he has the Combiner Wars legs, so you want to extend them out all the way and rock them down so that this part right here with the little slot is facing back. You want to come around here, flip up his little tail wings here, and rock his wings back on this double armature right here. And you soft tab into place on the sides of his legs. You just bring these up, tab them into place, Now his wings can fold either forward or back according to the instructions. They're supposed to go back. Just separate his legs, and then you come up here to his nose cone, pop it back on this hinge, rock it forward on this hinge, and tap it into place and spin his head. And there we have DREADWIND. I hope I got that in a good angle on the camera. Boom. See if I can get there's a decent shot of his face, I think. Kinda, maybe. You tell me. Yeah, he's good. He's really good, actually. We'll get to posability real quick. Legs are pretty basic. Ball joint, swivel, hinge, that's it, and then just whatever you want to do with his wings. Head is on a ball joint. His arms are soft ratcheted at the elbows. You have a bicep swivel. You have a hinge in the shoulder, and you also have this joint right here. So actually, if you want, you can spin his arm out and just boom, shoulder cannon. He has a Blastoise cannon. Totally meant to do that. So now once you get him into this mode, you can of course arm him up. I figured this out. This is kind of fun. I'd suggest if you can ever track another one of these down on eBay and you've bought him already, do it, because then you can give him double shoulder lasers. Yeah, I know, but you can do that. You can peg it into his arm, or you can just give it to him to hold like a sane person does. Sanity. So in order to attach his prime armor, he doesn't use the tabs on the sides. He uses the center port. So you fold down his little chest bit right here, like that, and you just peg this into place like that. And his prime armor actually looks pretty good. You can also take his little insert here, which unlike the others, this one's actually painted so it matches his guns. And you can take Maximo here, seeing as how he's the one on the card, and I'm a slave to the system, man. And boom, he looks pretty good. Still don't understand his power. They just call him a trickster. What the heck does that mean? Is he a con artist? What is he? Whatever. I think too much about that stuff. So, yep. All of his ports are very, very tight. So, pull that out of there real quick. We'll flip up his little chest me-do here. And now, we're going to do a quick jump cut. Ready, and boom. Shazam! And we will do my one quick size comparison I have here with Slag again. Hope I'm in frame. And actually, all in all, it's a really good scaling. Excuse me, too much coffee. But yeah, as far as recommendations, unlike everybody else that you've seen me review so far, oh yeah, we'll do a quick comparison with him with Skullgrin, and you already kind of have an idea of how big he is with him. Just do that real quick, just to say I did. As far as recommendations, like I said, unlike the other ones of this wave, I can't just outright recommend him. This one is going to be very subjective for you. I literally picked him up just because seeing him on the shelves, he grew on me. I mean, I bought Swoop and Slag right off the bat, and I kept looking at him every time I walked in, and I was like, you know what? He looks cool. And on top of that, once again, unless I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure the photos were correct. They are redoing the gimmick he had in the late G1, where you have him and you have Darkwing, who is now Blackwing, and in jet mode they combine into Dreadwing. That is supposed to be a thing. Once again, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. I'm not as in the know as most people on this. So take it with a grain of salt. But you know what? If you just want a cool looking figure or somebody to mess around with, or if you're a completionist, there's plenty of reasons to buy him. But if you want one for the pure reason of you just love the character, then I don't know. Like I said, this one is very subjective, unlike the others. I mean, Jazz, the Dinobots, you really can't not love the Dinobots. Really can't not. I think that was a double negative. You can't not love the Dinobots. can't. No, yes, you have to love the Dinobots. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm sleep deprived. Give me a break. But him, yeah, he's good. I can't really think of any reason not to pick him up, unless you just don't like the character or whatever. But he's perfectly good. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave that. This has been Transformers Power of the Primes Deluxe Class DREADWIND. And I have been the Smithy, asking you to like, comment, subscribe. Share if you feel like it. Follow me on Twitter, I'm down below. And I will catch you on the flip side.